Hey, can we begin misbehaving now?
Yeah.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome back to Arcanum Gaming. My name is Richie. Today we're back with some more Sam & Max Save the World. Let's see. I don't remember everything we did last time. I know we had some very strange baking. And I was kind of stumped. Okay, yeah, there were two things that I thought of while I was editing the last one that I wanted to do. I want to go back and talk to Creepy Rainbow Guy again. We've had him give us a picture when he was blue and when he was red. We didn't try green, though.
Hi, I'm Hugh Bliss.
I don't know if that's going to do anything different.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
White's also an option now. Did we do that
Return
one
to
before?
your usual albinic hue.
Oh. That doesn't actually do anything.
I challenge you to change colors again.
Okay, pick a color. Any color.
Alright.
It's
Green
not
is the
easy
last
being
one.
green.
Oh, but it is with magic. Ah.
I don't think anything's different.
How about another picture, Hugh Bliss?
How about this? Instead of a new picture, we'll just recycle the old one. Save the Earth. Sure, whatever. Gather round. Bye.
I don't think anything was different there.
It's a picture of us with Hugh Bliss, and he's green.
Okay, that didn't do anything different than either of the other two. What was... Okay, and the other thing I wanted to do that I didn't think about earlier... We should go back and talk to Bosco again. I don't know if he... Because we need to give them something about a scandal. That was the last thing we had to do. Maybe there's something to do with his newspaper stand out front. And then we also didn't see if we could talk to the therapist again. I don't know if that would help at all, but maybe she'll have something to say about the scandal with Brady Culture from the first episode. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but... So let's go over to Bosco's first.
Alien Love Triangle Times. Looks like they're sold out. It says this year's fashion is somehow different from last year's fashion.
But I still have the same brain I had last year.
Actually, you don't, but most people do.
Okay, maybe not.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you lot.
Hello, sir.
What ho, old beans?
No, really, what made you convert to British?
It's 'cause everybody's got an in for me, that's why.
Yeah, we heard.
I had to get a disguise to throw them off the trail. Oh, they'll never find me now.
They wouldn't even know where to begin to look.
Clever clogs.
What sick forces of evil are bedeviling you this time?
It's the skin bodies, man. They're after me.
Skin bodies? Sounds like a
Nice.
pack of belligerent nudists.
Oh, no. The skin bodies are like skinheads, but 10 times worse.
Sure they're not 100 times worse?
Yeah, maybe 100 times, maybe 1,000,000.
Thanks, Bosco.
Toodle pip, tinkety tonk.
What do we have here? Organ Trader? Self-Loathing Weekly? Hot Bunny?
Ooh, let me see that.
Hot Bunny?
No, Self-Loathing Weekly.
No thanks. I brought my lunch today.
Alright. How about a lottery ticket?
$1 lottery tickets, $2.
I'm feeling lucky already.
Guess not. Alright. Let's try Sybil. See if maybe she can give us something about the instant Brady culture and maybe our personality disorder from whatever before. Alien love triangle. Okay, this is different.
Nice cactus. Saguaro?
Vinyl.
Hey, if you dip that in ink, you could do 30 tattoos at once.
If I could scare up 30 customers at once, I'd still be in the tattoo business.
She's got a story here about 2 hygienists from Walla Walla and an amorphous Saturnian slime mold.
Is that the one where they walk into a bar at the beginning?
Laundromat. But you're close.
Impressive credentials.
Thank you.
Where's Diploma Mill College?
It's in Battle Creek.
This appears to be some sort of reproductive device.
It's a mimeograph. I use it to print my tabloid. Sam! Max! How nice to see you! I don't suppose you have any candid photos of little green men feeling frisky, do you?
Oh. We do actually have a green photo. Photo of what's-his-face.
Yes.
That's green.
By which I mean, huh?
It's my new career. I'm a tabloid publisher specializing in the thoughtful analysis of groundbreaking news of interest to myself and others like me.
What's it called?
The Alien Love Triangle Times. Keep watching the supplies.
So was green the right color after all?
Sam, this is perfect. This photo is a capstone. It succinctly summarizes over 30 years of extraterrestrial-related photographic evidence.
Sybil, that photo is a hoax.
Exactly. I couldn't have asked for better. Now I can print the paper. Available at newsstands now.
Okay, I guess that was the right thing to do. She want this
Hungry?
horrifying
No.
casserole.
Who has time?
Where'd you get this thing, anyway?
I picked it up at a yard sale.
Really?
Okay, it was in a dumpster. Hey guys.
We'll be back.
Keep watching the supplies.
Watching the supply. Does that mean there's going to be a newspaper now that we can buy or something? I guess that's how we get our scandal. Glad I took the green picture. Otherwise I would have had to drive all the way back there to get it.
We're famous.
Yep.
Hooray! Can we begin misbehaving now?
Again.
Where are we going, Sam?
The TV studio.
Goody!
Alrighty. I think this is probably going to be the last thing we need to get into that talk show. Is this going to be the end of this chapter already? Where was it? Behind the game show door.
Yes? Oh, you two again. Well, what is it?
Seriously, we're officers of the law, more or less, and we'll have to insist that you free the hostages.
Of course. Just as soon as the show's over.
And when is that exactly?
Oh, who can say? We still have so many gifting opportunities. I just found a year's supply of industrial-strength soap backstage. I think I'll give that away. Or else have a valuable lesson on curing potty mouth.
Remind me what your requirements are for guests on your show?
Of course, dear. I'll need to see your recording contract, a clip from your TV show, and some evidence of a juicy scandal.
What if we have our own video game?
Video games?
Actually, we grace the cover of the current edition of the Alien Love Triangle Times. How's that for a scandal? You'll have us on your show now, yes?
Oh, I suppose so. If only so I can talk about America's lamentably endless fascination with depravity.
Yay!
Naturally, I will expect you to be on your best behavior and agree with everything I say and answer every question I have and don't interrupt and keep your elbows off the table and use your indoor voice.
What about...
While you're on my show, you stay in your seats at all times. You do not interrupt me when I'm talking and you treat the audience with the utmost respect, even if you become less sure with each passing year that they deserve it. Now, I'll call you on stage in a minute.
Gosh, Max. Celebrity is just a never-ending set of arbitrary goals one accomplishes to appease a dismissive and distracted, if not entirely absent, authority figure.
I don't know if I agree, Sam, but I've begun my decadent slide into a depraved personal hell just in case.
Give her a hand, everyone! Bessie Bovine reading from her new book, The Heart Has Four Stomachs, Ruminations on a Life in Hollywood. Out now in all major bookstores. This microphone is starting to spark from overuse, but that doesn't mean we're ready to pack it in. We've got the stars of the not-quite-canceled sitcom Midtown Cowboys, who also happen to be the winner and judge of TV's Embarrassing Idol. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam and Matt.
Hold the hayride, little pal. That bear seems more than slightly hinky, in the mesmeric sense of the term.
Shadier than a fat man's ankles.
Let's take it down like ducks in a gutter.
Hold it! My guests sit at that end.
But that bear has got you...
Sit.
We'll just sit where you want us to, ma'am.
Lovely.
What gives, Sam? Why can't we just grab the bear?
It would appear that the laws of physics are different on the set of a talk show, little buddy. We're gonna have to play along.
Sam and Max, you talented, hot new celebrities who've taken the entertainment world by storm. So naturally, we all want to hear everything about your involvement in the scandal detailed in the Alien Love Triangle Times.
I'd like to talk about that charming yet mildly insidious-looking bear on your desk. Can I see it?
I don't know, Sam. Can you?
May I see it, please?
No, you may not. And if I may say so, if there's one thing that grills my chicken, it's how our culture is in a state of modal decay. Can is not the same as may. Should is not the same as blah, blah, blah. Yak, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue.
Hopefully she'll be off on her tri-state nagging spree for a while.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yakety. Put that away right now. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yak. Blah, blah,
I
blah.
don't want to make anybody nice in front of a live studio
Blah,
audience.
blah, blah,
Or it
blah.
seems
Yak,
fun.
yak, yak, yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yak. Put that away right now. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Yak, 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 yak. Bloody,
I'm not
bloody,
touching
bloody,
that thing.
bloody. Yakety,
I'd
yakety,
probably
yakety,
get
yakety,
shocked.
yakety, 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 yak. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody.
Testing.
Yakety, yakety,
1,
yakety,
2,
yakety, yakety,
3.
yakety, yakety, yak. Blah, blah, blah. Blah,
I'm
blah.
not touching that thing.
Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, bloody, bloody,
dice.
bloody. Yakety, 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 yak.
You look like you could use a shave, Myra.
Well, I never. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, yakety, yakety.
We brought you something to eat.
Good gracious, no. Never on camera. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 blah.
May I have a drink of water?
Are you the host of this talk show?
No.
Then no. Blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Bloody, 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 bloody. Yakety, 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 yakety,
She
yak.
appears to
Blah,
have
blah,
plenty
blah.
to say already.
Blah, blah.
Got a second, little buddy?
Now that we're big stars, I'd normally ask that your people call my people to set up a meeting. But since we're old friends...
Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, bloody,
We've
bloody,
gotta stop
bloody,
this
yakety,
TV
yakety,
program.
yakety, yakety, yakety,
Stop
yakety,
it.
yakety,
It's
yak,
the
blah,
greatest
blah,
moment of my
blah.
deeply
Blah,
superficial
blah.
life.
Nonetheless, we'll be trapped here forever if we don't do something.
Look, unless you take out Myra or that bear, or both, you'll never stop it. I say, relax and enjoy the unreal, soul-hollowing ride.
The real threat here isn't Myra at all. It's that bear.
I know. Nothing that cute should be allowed to exist.
It has Myra in some sort of hypnotic thrall.
You made that word up.
Possibly, but that doesn't make it less true. Never mind.
Then I shall return to the war.
Humanity's not safe while that mysterious little hypno bear is on the loose.
Are we part of humanity, Sam?
Not technically, but we're in danger too. Can't we sit over there?
You'll sit where you are and like it, mister.
Yes, ma'am.
Blah, 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 yak, 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 bloody, blah.
Okay, I gotta think for a minute. I can't stand that jabbering in the background. Alright, so we got a microphone and the water glass. I don't know why we can't just use the gun. The tear gas launcher didn't work.
Bloody, 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 yakety, 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 yak, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Testing.
Yak, yak,
1,
yak,
2,
yak, bloody,
3.
bloody, 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 yakety, yakety, yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were discussing the alien love triangle times and that nasty, scandalous affair of yours.
There's something you should know about that picture in the Times.
I'm not sure I want to know anything more. Maybe you big Hollywood types thinks it's funny to flaunt your polyplanetary pickups, but the rest of us find alien love triangles, frankly, disgusting.
But the photo is not quite what it seems.
How so?
It's not a picture of an alien at all. That's Hugh Bliss.
Hugh Bliss? The highly respected founder of prismatology? Don't be ridiculous. Why, I've had him on my show before, and he certainly isn't green. What are you really hiding?
How much I'm scared of being buffeted by another gust of Hurricane Myra?
Flattery will get you nowhere, mister. I don't know about you, audience, but as a girl, I was taught that flattery was the worst. Blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Ah, yes. Where were we? I think we were this scandalous affair of yours.
I'd rather talk about our smash hit sitcom, Midtown Cowboys.
Okay, let's talk. You two have become the new breakout stars of a flaccid, dissolute sitcom in its final days. How wonderful for you.
Thanks, we brought a clip.
You certainly did. I had a chance to watch it, and I refused to show it to my audience. It has a shocking joke involving a cow pie. It's a sad commentary on today's culture when the cow pie, once a staple of the American diet, blah, 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 yak, 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 yak.
I see why Myra only lets big stars on her show.
They're easier targets?
If you're big enough, there still might be something left when she's finished.
Blah, 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 blah. Ah, yes. Scandalous.
Alright, it's gotta be something about the
There's
picture.
more you should know about that picture in the Times.
What's that?
It doesn't tell the whole story. There's someone else involved. Someone the picture doesn't show.
How shocking. Who?
Philo Pennyworth, one of the soda poppers. Bessie the cow.
Bessie Bovine, our co-star on Midtown Cowboys.
Oh, my. Audience, shall we bring her back out again? Well, Bessie, what do you say to these allegations? Is that so? Bessie, shockingly, you're the only voice of common sense in Hollywood. You are to be commended. Why don't you relax with some sweet grass backstage while I browbeat my audience into blah blah blah, yak yak yak. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody bloody bloody, yakety 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 yak. Put that away right now. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody bloody bloody.
I'm not touching
yakety,
that
yakety,
thing.
yakety 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 yak. Ah, scandalous.
There's more you should know.
What's that?
It's not us. It's our evil twins, Saul and Mark.
I thought I was the evil twin.
Sam, I refuse to let my low opinion of you curtail my disappointment. Did you really would buy such an unbelievable story?
Is there a way to answer that without being lectured?
No, there isn't. You know millions, it's no laughing matter. And for you to blah, 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 blah. Ah, yes, scandalous.
Let's talk about you, Myra.
Me? What could anyone want to know about me?
Maybe they'd like to know how honored you are to have me, Max, brilliant actor and acerbic wit, on your show.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your alien love triangle shenanigans?
I'd like to talk about myself.
And a project you're working on, perhaps?
You said it, Myra. I am an ongoing project, like a golden calf or a graven image. I'll only rest once people are sacrificing their firstborn unto me. Also, I'd like to direct.
Fame went to your head quickly, dear.
It's a short trip.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your...
I'd like to mention my pal Sam, and something that happened the other day.
Anecdotes about other celebrities, even ones as dubious as you two, are always welcome.
Well, I was battering this purse snatcher with a broken parking meter and screaming, "Die! Why won't you die?" And Sam said, "You crack me up, little buddy."
The point being?
I crack Sam up.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather talk about your...
There's more.
What's that?
I guess. Alright.
There are still others involved.
Incredible.
One of the soda poppers.
Oh my! Which one?
Whizzer.
Well, that's certainly an interesting accusation. We happen to have Whizzer waiting backstage! Let's bring him out!
I have no what they all that happened was they gave me a ketchup cake.
Oh my... I have no idea what that even means, and it may be the single filthiest thing anyone said in my presence.
I might be able to top it if you give me a chance.
I prefer that you didn't. In fact, our country's shocking fascination with the double entendre is wrecking blah blah blah, yak yak yak. Blah 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 blah, yak yak
I'm not
yak,
touching
yak,
that thing.
bloody bloody
I'd
bloody
probably
blah,
get-
yakety 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 yak. Scandal.
Okay.
What?
Somebody else involved.
You're joking. Who?
Philo Pennyworth.
As I'm sure most of you know, Philo Pennyworth is the actor who plays Mr. Featherly on Midtown Cowboys. And we happen to have him backstage. Let's bring him out! Philo, give us your side. Is it true?
Myra, please, of course not. I'm a veteran of the British stage. I'd never be caught cavorting with a dog, a rabbit, and an alien. It's so 1997.
Yikes!
I doubt we'll hear a more terrifying denial.
This year, anyone who is anyone is all about birds of prey, ring-tailed lemurs, and Bigfoot. No one will ever take you seriously at the Globe Theatre otherwise.
And there you have it. I'm so shocked, I'm going to talk for at least blah, yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, yak.
Can't we sit over there?
You'll sit where you...
Yes, ma'am.
Blah, blah, blah. Ah, you scandalous...
I don't know how we're supposed to get out of this.
What's that?
There.
How
One of the soda.
Oh, my.
Peepers.
Really? Well, by a
It's not true, Wall. All that happened was they snatched my lyrics.
I can't even imagine what horrifying act that's slang for. How are any of us supposed to listen to Burt Bacharach being interviewed without blah blah blah, yak yak yak? Blah 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 blah.
May I have a drink of water?
Are you the host of this talk show?
No.
Then no. Blah 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 blah, yak yak
There's
yak
gotta
yak,
be
blah
something
blah
we can
blah
do
blah,
here.
yakety yakety.
Would you like some whipped cream for whatever it is you have in that glass?
It's water, so no. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody 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 bloody, yakety
I'd like to
yakety
shave that
yakety
Stevie
yakety
little
yakety
puppet
yakety
bald,
yakety
but it's
yak,
too
blah
far away.
blah blah blah
Also,
blah.
I haven't got a...
Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody 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 bloody, yakety 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 yak, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah, yak
I
yak
doubt it
yak
eats,
yak,
though I
bloody
don't
bloody
really have any
bloody yakety 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 yakety. Ah yes, scandalous.
There's more.
What's that?
It doesn't tell...
Incredible.
Oh, there's only
One
one
of
more
the soda
option
poppers.
here.
Oh my.
Specs.
Oh my good.
What is it? And to be honest, I regret it.
You mean you wish you'd your own brother?
Yes, I do. At least he doesn't.
I am appalled. What kind of... Why, in all my years, I never blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 blah.
She just keeps
damn.
talking.
What's... You're joking.
Let's talk about you, Myra.
Me?
Maybe they'd like your show.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather...
I've changed my mind. I can't bring myself to talk about it.
All right. You can tell us something else about your scandalous affair.
Where did you get that bear, Myra?
It's funny you should ask, Sam. Funny in the way all inappropriate questions are funny. A relentlessly inquisitive culture created a blah blah blah.
That woman cannot get off her high horse about anything.
She'd need a parachute.
Blah 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 blah, yak.
Humanity's
yak,
not
yak,
safe
yak,
while
bloody,
that
bloody,
mysterious
bloody,
little
bloody,
hypno bear is on the loose.
Are we part of
yakety,
humanity,
yak,
Sam?
Blah 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 blah. Blah,
Is there
blah,
anything
blah,
else I
blah,
can
yak,
interact
yak,
with
yak,
here?
yak, bloody 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 bloody, yakety 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 yak.
I'm not
blah,
touching
blah,
that thing.
Blah blah.
Hey,
Blah
Max.
blah blah blah, yak 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 yak, bloody bloody bloody.
According to the
yakety
ultras,
yakety yakety yakety.
At least it's
yakety,
comfortable.
yakety, yakety,
True,
blah,
but we
blah,
can't do
blah.
much from...
Blah,
Celebrities
blah.
don't always have to do
Blah,
things
blah,
for
blah,
themselves.
blah, yak,
They
yak,
perform
yak,
and have
yak,
people
bloody,
do
bloody,
everything
bloody,
else
bloody,
for them.
yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah.
Not being able to
Blah,
get up and
blah.
move around drives me
Blah,
crazy.
blah, blah,
We're
blah,
on a talk
yak,
show.
yak,
Let's
yak,
flap
yak,
our
bloody,
self-important
bloody,
gums
bloody,
until the
yakety,
cows
yakety,
come home.
Yakety 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 yak, blah blah blah.
Never.
Then
blah,
I
blah. Scandalous.
I'd like to sing a song from my upcoming album, Feathers and Furious Scribbling.
I'm almost certain the audience might probably enjoy that.
Howling at that drifty old hunk of moon. She's at brunch today with some baboon. And so I wrote this extremely catchy tune.
Thank you, Sam, for putting the num back in musical number.
What a wonderful way to remind our audience that you don't have to be talented to be famous. And a perfect segue into my latest tirade about the lamentable state of modern popular music. I mean, blah, 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 yak, yak, blah, yakety, yak. Blah, 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 yak, 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 yak.
I'd like to sing my song again.
Normally,
How she and
love,
Okay.
yak, yak, yak. Blah, 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 yak, yak,
banjo's
yak,
here
yak,
now.
bloody, 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 blah, yakety, yakety,
It's
yakety,
basically
yakety,
just a
yakety,
helium
yakety,
balloon.
yakety, yak, blah, 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 blah. Blah 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 blah, yak 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 yak, bloody bloody bloody, bloody, yakety yakety yakety.
I'd like to sing, if I may.
Is that wise?
howling at that drippy old hunk of moon.
Oh, we
Whoa!
broke the water
Careful there,
glass.
Tiger. That was
I
wonderful.
got it. Okay.
I'm so moved I almost don't have a long hectoring screed in me. Oh no, wait. There it is. Thank goodness. Self-referential songwriting is blah blah blah.
Alright, now we need to
Oscar-
get anybody to come over here.
What's
She's gonna
that?
put the mic down, it's gonna electrocute the bear and break it. We
I'm
finally
not
figured it out.
Going to dignify is like yeah.
Except I
blah,
picked the
blah.
wrong option there.
Oscar.
Yes.
What?
Someone else is involved.
How shocked.
Bessie.
Bessie.
Oh my.
Bring Bessie back out.
At the
Alright.
risk of making the obvious comment, that was shocking. Is she breathing?
A little. But the creepy teddy bear is toast.
Nuts. I wanted to ask it a few questions, and maybe use it to hypnotize Katie Couric.
Another glorious dream bangs its chin on the dirty pavement. On the bright side, the audience is free to go home.
Oh, I was just getting warmed up. Do you think Myra will have us back on the show again soon?
Speaking of unlikely, did you notice we just had 2 cases in a row involving hypnotic mind control?
Complete coincidence?
Yes, I think so. The cogs of the universe synchronize in ways we're not meant to see.
Speaking of things we're not meant to see, there's a new restaurant at the zoo where you can eat what they feed the animals.
Empty popcorn cartons and cigarette butts?
And processed bread logs loaded with tranquilizers and antidepressants.
Bread logs make me logy. Let's head back to the cooking show set and
The
see if we can
toy-
figure out how to
what?
make fried
Toy
pork rinds.
Mafia?
Okay, but I get the feet.
Alright, folks, that's going to wrap up Chapter 2 here. This episode's going to be a little bit shorter than usual, but I think we're just going to wrap it up here for today, and next time we'll pick the game up starting in Chapter 3. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.